just a few hours ago, or perhaps even just a couple of hours ago, I'd posted a video talking about having to stop collecting some VHS videos for a while because I've just amassed an awful lot that I'm waiting to get delivered now. I spent £96 on movies. It's absolutely surreal, but and they are quite bulky, so they will take up a lot of shelf space. But once you start the part, I think what it is, it's like when you get a DVD and Blu-ray collection, for even, it's like before you consider it even just marginally a collection, you need a certain amount of films that you effectively you need an assortment of movies that you can watch, and now it feels like now I have a collection. And I think until you reach that milestone, it just doesn't. It feels empty. I have quite a few, but a lot of them have been either inherited or just there's only a few acquired, so it's not like my selection of my absolute favorite films. So I felt a bit invest. So I say I'm not going to buy any more films, and of course I'm still looking. So since that video, I've spent another £9. Now I would say I'm stopping, but I probably will stop because I have to sort of budget, especially with Christmas coming now, very very quickly, too quick. There's only other one film I'm considering, if to be honest, is Home Alone 2, because I'd like to get the set be done. So what I did, it was Home Alone. It's in my mind. I really want Home Alone. I've got it on DVD, but I really do want it. If I'm going to have a VHS collection, Home Alone has to be in that collection. It just has to be. Um, so I had this collection on my mind for a bit, and I've just paid for it. I've just bought it. It says two people watching there, look, but you've also got the green bar. Said you bought this. Hey. Um, so obviously I don't want all these films. It's just I definitely don't. I don't need all these films. But it comes with a good selection. So the way I'm looking at this is, it's cost £9. Free delivery says £9, right? But when you actually, and this is what I do, I look at how much a film is individually. How much would it cost if I went to just buy that one film on its own? Okay, so now I know the base, the benchmark really for that. And then after that is if I see it in a bundle, because obviously it reduces the price of that film. So if it's surrounded by a lot of other films, all of a sudden it's probably only costing £1, £2. So that's cheap as hell. But of course, finding a film amongst a lot of bundles is nigh impossible because they don't tend to list the titles. They just say bundle, and then it's just a given whatever's in the bundle. So you have to physically look. So it's hard to actually find it without sitting there for hours. Now, fortunately, yesterday I was looking at bundles and I went through quite a few pages. I think I went through like 70 pages worth of stuff, and I saved this one. Now, like I say, I wasn't interested in half of them, but I was interested in the other, and I was like, oh, is it worth it? But since then, like I've spent a lot on one film each time. So now I'm more inclined to say sort of £10, for instance. That's not a lot of money. It's not when we're collecting. So like I say, it cost me £8.99. A Home Alone, if we do a search, a Home Alone VHS. I do want to take the American ones out because I'm getting sick and tired of this. They keep adding it, and that's what fluffs up the numbers. It's ridiculous. Now it's saying 71 total, but that will include different Home Alones, like 4, 3, the ones people don't want. So we're gonna avoid all the ones that are not Home Alone. Home Alone 2. So like for instance, I'll be checking out these Home Alone 2s. If they're not in any bundles that are similarly priced, then I might have to just take the plunge and just get it. Because the thing is, when it's in a bundle, you can't guarantee quality. A lot of the time, you just see the side of it and you don't really know. You're taking a gamble on it. By buying an individual one, you can look around it usually because there's usually quite a lot of photos. £6 not bad at all. It's not bad at all. So I'll be thinking about it. I might just do it and be done with it, or I might just spend a while seeing if I can find any more bundles that would have that one film. And then I'm finished because I can't be doing it all the time. It's just crazy. I'm just hemorrhaging money. But my collection's going to be absolutely beautiful. Like honestly, I'm excited about what's to come. Yeah, it's great. So if we keep scrolling down, right, the first Home Alone we're going to come across is £8. Now, what I naturally noticed is you've got a white one and a blue one. Now, not that one because that's Home Alone 2, but there is actually a blue one, which is the one I've got coming. So I've got the blue one like in this picture. It's hard to say which one's the newest and which one's the oldest. I think the newer one, the oldest one, I think the original one is probably the white one. But then I do wonder, is the white one like a rental version? I really don't know. But then I looked at them and I thought, as much as I like the white one, I quite like the blue one as well. So I don't actually care. At this point, I actually don't care. So I could have just, if I really, really wanted the white one, for instance, I could just get a white one and just get that on its own and be done with it. But I didn't really care in this situation, to be totally honest. So if the cheapest one of that is pretty much £8, I think this one's the cheapest one, is it? I don't know what this SUR means next to them. Forget that one anyway. This is the cheapest one of the original Home Alones. The cheapest one I'm finding is at £7.95. So I've paid £8.99. So I paid £1 more, and I get all these films with it. So I'm not the biggest fan of the original Jumanji, but maybe I should give it a try. And again, it's a film to add to the collection. It's it's not going to hurt. So what I'm thinking is I'll keep some and then I'll sell some. And I've got these other boxes that come in as well with films. So what effectively I'm going to do, I'm going to end up pushing a load to the side that I don't want, a load obviously putting the ones I want on a shelf, and then I'll recoup a huge fraction of the money because some of them I'm going to make profits on, and others maybe I just get half my money back. For instance, let's say I spent £9 on this. I want Hook, Home Alone, Jumanji, and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I don't care about the rest of them. So it's likely I'll just put them to one side and sell them as a kids bundle or something. I don't know. But again, I could probably list that for quite comfortably for £6 or something. I don't know. Doesn't mean it will sell that. I'm not saying it sell immediately, but the thing is, I've paid £9. I'll sell it for £6. Let's say I sell it for £6. Then that means all these films have only cost me £1 a film. So in the short term, you've lost. In the long term, you're literally getting everything cheap because you're getting extras that you don't need that you can end up recouping some money. And that's kind of how my mind's working now. If I can find things in bundles and the quality's not bad, then I'll consider getting it. I am fully aware, though, that when you see a kids bundle, that they might have been handled by kids, and of course, the quality of the tape may be diminished. But the reality is, you don't know where the other ones have come from anyway. You could say, "Oh, I don't trust that because of that," but then you don't know the individual ones people are listing may very well have come out of a bundle like this. People are aware of the value. Like, I'm really amazed that someone wouldn't sell them individually. To be honest, if I bought this bundle and I was trying to sell these films, I would have sold Hook on its own. I'd have sold Home Alone on its own, Jumanji on its own, and probably Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory on its own. To be totally honest, because I think they can stand on their own, and you'll probably get a decent price. Definitely would have got more than what I've just paid. And that's where you're going to find your bargains with your collections. It's just about scouring really and having a really deep look. Yeah, the one thing I didn't do really is check these, but they look really, really good condition. That Jumanji one looks cool. And I think that's the thing with these stickers used to look really good, don't they? And I just thought about it anyway. Let's say, I've got a VCR and I will watch films, but even if you didn't, they're pretty cool. Even just the sleeves are really cool, aren't they? I think. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd show people really the art of collecting is being smart with your money and getting trying to get as much as you can with as little as you can, pretty much. Because it's just sense. It's just sense. I'm going to get Home Alone anyway. It's get that one for £8 or get that one for £9. It's come on. what one makes sense? Yeah, but like I say, I've got to stop now to an extent. But I want Home Alone 2. But all I can do is go through job lots. I did have job lots up. I'll see. For instance, I'm looking at this one. I'm not getting it. It's about £9. It's not a lot of money. It's got I thought Pirates of the Caribbean would be pretty cool, but I'm not doing that. Realistically, what I want is Home Alone 2 VHS. And one thing I will say, I keep seeing American ones, and I really don't like the covers. I think they look okay, but I just know they degrade so badly because they're cardboard. Yeah, that's an American one there. Now, as cool as it looks, a lot of them are really, really damaged. And it's like I couldn't possibly have some that look good and some that are completely utterly messed up. It is in America anyway. It says US dollars. I don't know if America had then. Did America sometimes have plastic ones then? It's really frustrating. Around the world, they differ. I just think it's mental. And a cardboard one doesn't even protect the film. But I do think they look cool. I'm not saying they don't look cool. But I'm just saying I think they'll be hard to maintain and likely to be ripped. Same way, if you look at that one clearly there, It's been sellotaped, and you can't even blame them. How the hell? It probably would get broke. Keep putting it in and out. It's like having a cereal packet. Right, how the hell show this shit? Right, let's get rid of it. It keeps doing this. Every time you search, it defaults to everything. Why the hell would we want everything? Right, best match. Buy it now. Right, buy it now. Best match. Best match is the most expensive one, is it? Right. What we got going on here? So for £6.25, we'll keep hold of it. There was a bundle with a couple of films. Oh, this one with Dennis the Menace. That's not Home Alone 2. So, ideally, what we want is a bundle. Like, the only way that's going to happen is if someone's put Home Alone in the title. Oh, what have I done? And they don't. They don't do it. They'll just be a title. Home Alone 2 VHS bundle. Nothing. Home Alone bundle. VHS bundle. Kids VHS untested. £4 or best offer. That's interesting because I probably could have got Home Alone in that one. That's DVD. Why the hell? Why would you put VHS on the end of that? Jesus. Talk about waste your time. Home Alone 3, don't want that. Home Alone 1, that's actually got the original looking cover there. Don't really give a crap about the other films though. $13.99. Bear in mind I paid £9. I think I've got better films. Because I've got Flubber in one of the other box sets I've got coming. And Matilda potentially is coming in that. That ain't a bad set though, £14. £25. It's got good films, but I don't know what the other one's next to it, but that's not worth £25 to me. So now it's just showing us normal Home Alones. Like I say, so effectively what you'd have to do is do VHS bundle or job lot. I'm doing bundles at the minute. It's easier. And you may find a film. See how what I'm saying? It says collection only, which is, I can't be asked for that. Why can't they just post it? For God's sake, how hard is it? Put in a box. That's unreal, isn't it? You can't handle someone freaking just sending it to someone's house. Crazy people. They're losing out on sales. Three Musketeers. Right, this is what it is. Sometimes I'd like to just mix it up. So normally I say cheapest per item first, but I have one off cheapest item first. Well, what I'm gonna do is best match, only because it mixes it up a little bit. If I do best cheapest item first, sometimes you got to go through an awful lot of crap before you start finding something good. And because I want Home Alone 2, I'm aware of the default price, right? The default price we're looking at is £6. So, although maybe if I sat here all night and sat there for 5 hours time, I'll probably have loads of tabs and then I'll figure out the very cheapest deal. But, you've got to be practical. This one's really annoying. Some of these ones, you think you're buying this item and you're not. When you read the description, it says it in there. This is not the actual image, which is what I think they should plant us across the picture. You're just getting a load of films and they could be something like that. It's just, what a load of nonsense. Who takes a gamble like that? This one I actually really liked, but I'm not paying it. It's got short circuits. It's like random films that you wouldn't normally think about. That was a mess, that one. We just want Home Alone. I do want to get Casper at some point, and maybe the Jurassic Parks. It's a tedious process. Effectively, you've just got to have patience and see if you just happen across it. E.T. is one I desperately want as well. We've got to draw a line. Imagine if I found one with Home Alone 2 and E.T. I bet I find Home Alone. I go, for God's sake, I just bought Home Alone. Having said that, the thing is, the box set I've just bought, there's no way. I could easily sell that again. Need be. Well, I say easily. It means to be people want a VHS. That's the trouble. Don't know why people wouldn't, but that's up to them. Buy it now. It's available. Dumb and Dumber. That'd be a cool one to have. But you can tell because £6.19 bidding. God knows what the buy it now is. Oh, unless that is all buy it now. £6. It's not worth a tenner that lot though. But when we're comparing to other things, unless you again, all comes down. If you want a specific film, anything could be worth it, couldn't it? If you're not interested in specific films, then it's not worth it. So, like for instance, if you're just desperate to find Dumb and Dumber, then that could very well be a good deal. But I'm sure you can find that cheaper. What's this mental list then? 18 VHS random. I'm not doing random bundles. They could take the best photo ever, and you could come back with crap. Absolute nonsense. starting to think I probably should just whittle the search to something. There's something more cheaper. Do you get the cheapest ones? But this confuses me. Why have they got 2 Dirty Dancings? Who wants 2 copies? You know what I mean? You're trying to sell it to people, but who the hell wants 2 copies? It's like you don't want it, so you're just trying to ditch it on them. It's like, great, because now you've got crap. This one is interesting to me because I quite like all the films. Never seen the one in the middle, though. I don't want to get distracted. I really do need to make sure, because if I sit there and look at every single found it. It's an expensive box set. I've seen this one a few times actually. I was keeping my eye on it. It's expensive. So we're looking at £6.25. This one is, I'm going to add it to my watch list. It's £14 plus £4 delivery. That's 20 quid. That's a lot of money. But when you add it to your watch list, what sometimes happens is the seller may offer you a discount. So they may take £3 or £4 off. They won't. They'll probably take £2 off, so it's still too expensive. But out of this one, I would take Ghost, Home Alone 2, as good as it gets. U571, Saving. I've got Saving Private Ryan coming actually. Schindler's List. So I don't really need most of them, although it's a good deal. It just gives you time to think. You know, you've got an option there. Oh, Toy Stories I want, and RoboCop I want. That's a book. I think that's a book. It says VHS bundle. I don't know. It's a complete mess. It's that scruffy. It looks like a freaking book. Oh, Robin Hood. I definitely want Robin Hood. Not today though, because yeah, I can't afford to keep pushing it. To be totally honest, I've pushed it beyond my finances of a reasonable notion before I start getting myself in a bit of a problem that I may regret. And I'm not reached that point, so I don't want to get to that point. Right, Disney. So all we want is Home Alone 2 to finish the set. And that ain't even a bad price, in all honesty. £6.25 and you're done. Do you know what I mean? That ain't even bad at all. So I may end up just buying that because you can see the quality. But if I could find one with Casper with it, like see Casper there. Jurassic Park. It's so random, it's crazy. I've got to keep my eye on the price as well because I don't really want to be spending silly money. Even if it was a really good bundle right now, I've spent beyond what I should have spent. And it's just a case of, I'm aware how rare films get. And even though Home Alone right there isn't that expensive, later on it might be hard to find. So don't want to miss an opportunity while I'm thinking about it, because I'll take a step away for a few months after this and I won't think about it for a while. And then there'll be a time when I go look and I know I'm going to find a situation where some films are going to get harder and harder to find. And I think it's important to get those films, effectively get your rare ones out of the way. And then later on, you can top it up with the ones that you think will be good for the collection if you just randomly come across them. But get your favourite ones done and dusted. At least that's my logic. What's this bundle? £12 nearly plus the dime. That's 15, 16. It's just annoying that people don't label anything. If they just put in the description Home Alone 2, I type Home Alone 2 and it'll come in. It's unreal how people don't bother with it. List. I would be smart enough to list it all. Put it in the title, the bigger films, and then make sure that all the films are listed in the description. And that's what I'm like anyway. So then no one can have any confusion and say, oh, you didn't say that. It's like, no, mate, it's everywhere. You couldn't have possibly not seen it. Jaws, that'd be cool. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. That's a complete and utter pile, isn't it? We're not going to go through that lot. No, I think I'm probably just going to go with the individual one. I actually think you're probably more likely to see Home Alone 1 in a bundle than we are to see Home Alone 2. I think sometimes they mix DVDs up with the things. I never understand that. I don't think for the life of me that many people would be looking for two things. That's got Pagemaster. That's rare. They're stupid selling that with that as a set because they haven't even put Pagemaster in the title, and they could sell that a lot quicker if they just put that in the title. Crazy people. I was thinking about. I went back to look at it because I was thinking about buying it. I thought I could do it myself. This one is the one I was talking about in another video. Like the fact that you can get Gladiator and the Mummy Returns together for £6 is good. But I've got a Gladiator coming now, and that one does have a chip in its corner. The Gladiator. Again, only the case, and you can swap them out. It's a good bundle, but it's a bit expensive. When I say it's expensive, I don't mean it ain't value for money. It's just expensive. It's just a lot of money. But if you look at the value of it, you go, well, it's got some big films in there. You got Lord of the Rings, 2 of them. I think you might probably got another one scattered somewhere. Oh, it hasn't. But it's got 2 Harry Potter ones and some other ones. Well, I just don't want to sit all day. But the thing is, it's one of those things, isn't it? The more time you put towards something, the more you're going to save and the more you can acquire. So like I could sit here and go, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just going to go and buy it, which is fair play. But if I've got time on my hands, then it's prudent for me to. Why is that come up twice? I think I've just clicked the same bloody page again and not even noticed, didn't I? Like I say, it's a bit prudent for me to go through it all in the chance that I'll happen across the film I want. This is annoying me because I've got Harry Potter. I've got the first 2 films on VHS, but I haven't got Azkaban. And Azkaban on its own is quite expensive. Otherwise, you have to buy the whole set, and it's like, oh, it's so annoying. I knew it when I bought it. I should have just got the whole set. But I thought I was trying to save money, but you never see Azkaban anywhere else. So it's annoying. Greece. Oh, I'm annoyed. It's like, oh shit, what have I found? So this is too expensive anyway. This is like working out about £16, £15, £16. It's literally in the middle of this lot. Got Taxi Driver and some films that I've never even heard of, apart from Passenger 57. But the rest of it is, Nuns on the Run. Yeah, it's not worth that. Phenomenon. Oh, Home Alone's in this one. So you got 101 Dalmatians, Aladdin, Shrek, Home Alone. If you want Disney films as well, that could be a good one for someone. But I can't remember. It was £8 on its own, wasn't it? That ain't bad if you want Disney films as well. And a Shrek. I've got a lot of Disney films already. A Few Good Men would be nice out of that one. It's just so random. Sometimes you'll get like random sports ones and stuff, and it's like this is that's no good to me. This one looks quite good. You've got a lot of Indiana Jones together there. This one I thought about getting in the past. It's not bad for £9, but now I've got Gladiator. You literally get both Shreks, Grease, Casper, Bambi, and Dirty Dancing. Like I would want all them films apart from this Wild Thornberry thing, whatever the hell that is. And that ain't bad for £9. But like I say, I've got other ones, and it's just not on my list now. It's a bit of a shame how money stops us all. It stops us in our tracks when we're truly enjoying ourselves, Let's have a look at this one a minute. I hope it ain't shut me down. No, it hasn't. Only because it's quite a big box set and it had random ones with some kids ones, I think. Queen Live, Jungle to Jungle, Bodyguard. Oh, I've got Harry Potter, but not the one I need. Dirty Dancing. This is actually a really good bundle, I think. Some of them look like they might be faded, though, so that's a bit of an issue. Haunting. Got my Robin Hood in there. That'd be nice. I got Dirty Dancing twice. Don't know what that's about. Why they're different colours. Yeah, it's a good bundle. Not my bundle. Rain Man. Nice. Come on. Show me freaking I'm alone. I hate the way you got to turn your head. Jesus, that's expensive. $16.99 for them three. I've just got a bundle with 3 films, including Deep Blue Sea. I can't say for the life, and that cost me £5. There's no way. £11 more, you get 3 Kings and Perfect Storm, you nutter. Didn't mind come with other films as well. I can't remember it come with. There's a bigger film than Deep Blue Sea. Oh, The Negotiator. So I've got a lot of films coming, but I'm sort of fully aware of all of them. Oh, that's Scarface. No, I think this is like a really, really long-winded way of trying to find a film, isn't it? I think what you need is multiple people. It's a bit like freaking Bitcoin mining. You need multiple people, right? Everybody got their computers. Everybody's got their windows open, right? You're going to search lowest prices, work your way up. You're going to search this area. I'm going to search this area. Or we're on the same category, the same filter, but I'm going to jump to number 20. You start from number 1. You try and jump all the way up to number 30, 40 off the pages, and then let's see where we got. That's really what we need. That's a good set. It's a bloody good set. Like that. I've already got one of them coming, so. Come on. This is where it gets annoying, when you buy the 2 films, you know full well the next one's going to be freaking hard. So that's got Return of the King and Fellowship of the Ring. Where the hell's Two Towers then? Why would you have the first and last? Mental. Oh, that would convince me. The Mummy and the Mummy 2. I freaking love the Mummy. To think that's not much more than just buying Home Alone 2. So Home Alone 2 is a little bit £6 and £10. And I'd love to have that, even though I got them on Blu-ray. Oh, control oneself. I've got to try and convince myself to stay in control. Don't go to the dark side. We need you here. I'm coming. Chums. That's weird. What is that? Because it looks like Friends, but it's Chums. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They sell the 2 together without Azkaban. Then you try and buy Azkaban, and everyone's fighting over the film. No, we're not going to find it. I don't want to be self-defeating, but I think we're defeated. Because this is mad how much you've got to filter through. Absolutely. Oh, I found it there, but it's Home Alone 3. And the rest of the films look a bit tatty. The good thing is we know it's like a blue colour. I think it's blue. I think the sad thing is in my mad rush, I'm probably going to miss some great deals. They had Home Alone there, but it's the first one. What's this mess? 120 quid. That's a lot of money for that. Oh, I am getting fed up. It's too late to change it as well. Change it to lowest price. We're starting right at the back end of it, where you're unlikely to find a Home Alone film in the cheapest bundle. Jesus Christ, you've got E.T. in that. How much is E.T. on its own? Then do I need the rest of them? Oh, and 2 Die Hard films. Tapes are in excellent condition, but the case of Dr. Dolittle tape has mine. Who gives a crap about Dolittle? We want E.T. Digitally remastered. That's annoying. Remastered. That's not the words we want to hear, is it? Doesn't look like it's probably the original case either. Digitally remastered, they said. Oh. You know what? Keep that open, because that's working out at £6.50. So what I'll do after is I'll figure out how much is ET normally. Now, I know it's part of other bundles, but the last thing I want to do is keep spending £15 here, £15 there. £6.50. It's letting you make offers. It seems stupid to make an offer on £3, doesn't it? So I do want ET. That's not bad, you know, because that's £6.50. So let's say I did that, and then I also just said, "Sod it, I'm getting that." That's still only £12, £12 or so for ET, Home Alone, and whatever nonsense just come with the rest of that ET bundle. ET's hard to search though, because you have to do E.T. I think dot, but most people won't. They'll just put ET. So then when you search ET, it comes up with every bloody word that contains the letters ET next to each other. So it's like, oh, this is a nightmare. Especially trying to find the cheapest item. I always think like Rugrats would be a good investment for people if they're collecting, because I think that's something that's so iconic and you just don't see a lot of anymore. No, no, no. Beethoven collection. That's pretty cool. This is what I actually like about the searches. It brings back sort of memories and refocus on films you wouldn't normally do. Like if I was looking for DVDs, for instance, it's not going to be these type of films. It's going to be modern movies. It's not going to be these. Like, look, we've got Judge Dredd, for crying out loud. I didn't even think about Judge Dredd. Now, it's probably crap in comparison to everything nowadays, because sometimes we put the, think everything's better than it was, but still iconic. Judge Dredd. It's awesome. If anything, I like the cover and stuff. You don't have to like the films. What else we got? Nonsense. I think the tricky part is not going into autopilot. That's pretty cool. Adam's Family. I didn't know there's an Adam's Family Returns. You don't see that on telly often. Adam's Family 1, 2, and 3 then. It's really interesting, huh? Oh, it's something called Barefoot then. I was actually thinking Bigfoot and the Hendersons. Well, I bet that's something you can get on videotape. I'm going to just do a quick sidetrack just because I'm interested. Bigfoot and the Hendersons. Yeah. Bigfoot and the Hendersons. Let's do lowest price. Buy it now. I bet it's only American copies. It looks like it is, because we normally have the age rating on the front. I'm not sure if it ever released over here then. That sucks. I know it's got a PG there. VHS. I never understand what SH means. £10. Oh, that's cool. I might actually just save that, just because it makes me remember it in the future. Okay, we don't need it. Where the hell was I? Oh, I've lost myself. Hoping this is the page we're on. So it's getting to the point where I'm going to end up just grabbing the one if it's still available. Because the thing is, you can take 2 hours out of your time. You can take 5 hours. You can keep searching. But everybody else is free to buy whatever they want. And the one you think, oh, I'll get that, and I'll get that if I can't get this, all of a sudden, someone buys it and you ain't getting it now. So it's like a balance both ways, really. You're going to have to take a risk. What's the other thing I was looking at? Home Alone. Oh, the ET. I probably won't do ET just yet, because I have to draw a line on it to an extent. But also, I am slightly worried about the casing for that. It looks a bit puffy. It doesn't look original to me. I'm like in a deeply focused trance, analysing in like milliseconds everything. G.I. Jane, cool. Mummy Returns, A Few Good Men, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. These are great films. quite a high price, but oh look, Prisoner of Azkaban in that one. Don't want any of the other films. Shrek might be all right. They put a great film in the middle of that. Nah, no, I'm losing my mind. Oh, that ain't bad. 15 quid. Oh, it's the postage that kills you. It makes it 20 quid. But as a seller, you can't blame them. You know, you think you're holding on to these films that are worth it. And of course, you want to see a decent income. If you do the free deliveries, you're only getting barely any money for it. So I get it from their point of view. That's a crazy price. All these. Is that the cause? I mean, I don't want Michael Flatley. I've already got a load of that crap coming in my other box. But there's the cause live. I like the cause. That's 6 quid, but then I'm stuck with all that crap, and I just can't keep holding on to it because I've got the other one coming. That would have been fun. Kindergarten Cop, K9. K9, I hadn't thought about that. The price really mental, so let's not linger. It's like going to a boot sale. I've got a funny feeling you go boot sale nowadays, you'd probably be stuck with people asking for the world. Because what it is, they want effectively, if you was to ever buy and sell something, they want the price that you would sell it at. And you can't blame them again, but I don't think boot sale's really the price to be doing it. I saw a video, not a video, one on here. I think it was VHS tapes. It was £1,000. I think was it £300? I think for 1,000 videotapes or something, and it's just random, so you don't know if it's going to be broken or not. But I thought, oh, that'd be fun just to get to sort through it all. Maybe that's my future. My future is going to be buying and selling VHS tapes. I'll be a VHS merchant. Only and then picking who you're selling it to. Only people that are actually going to look after it. I don't want any damage. If you're not going to respect it, it can't go to your home. Goodfellas. That's a reproduction one. You can tell by the design. Few Good Men. Shawshank Redemption. That's quality. Even got Gladiator. Got good films. So these Laurel and Hardy ones, I've actually got like 2 separate box sets. One's got like 5 films. The other one's got 5 films. One set's black and white. One set's color. I got it like a while ago as a Christmas present, like when I was younger. But I've since got the whole collection on DVD. So, but it's still pretty cool. So it's when you see them selling like 4 like that. It's like, yeah, I've got them too. I hate this where you get the that looks American to me, but it's British there. But I don't like the way the cases are different. You know, like the Americans got the cardboard, but then we've also got this plastic. It's just crazy. Hard Rain. Seen that in years. Oh, it's just frustrating. There's no easy way to find it. Like, there's nothing you could possibly type to ease your pain. Like, oh, look, the Mummy. That's so random in a whole collection of them films. This is what I'm talking about. Let's say you was like, oh, I want the Mummy, and you're going to type in the Mummy. You're not going to get that box set. That set is not coming up on your filter. And that's why this whole thing's a mess. They should use AI. I'm not a big fan of AI, but I think in this situation, AI should be able to read text on videos. And it'll freaking help everybody. Because this is mental. Just looking for Home Alone 2, mate. They thought, what do you do tonight? Oh, no, not much. Just looking for Home Alone. How'd you spend your weekend? Collecting. How'd you get much? Just spent all my money. Otherwise doing good? Yeah, doing all right. Just a bit sad now. Why's life got to be so hard? You do it to yourself, mate. Well, ain't my fault. Yeah, it's actually when I was buying the first set of films before I come back and bought even more. I looked at my collection. I thought, did you really need to get into that right now though? Could it have waited? And I thought, yeah, you don't really need it right now. You don't like it's not urgent. It's like, nah, I didn't really. And then it got on my mind the ones I'm missing. So it's like, oh, I better go and get them. It's really thick. It is what it is. That's ridiculous price, £25 for them too. But then I don't know the individual prices, so maybe it's not so ridiculous. Again, like I say, I think it comes down to whatever your interest is in collecting, I guess. Jeez, you'd think it'd be more prevalent. I'd see it, but demoralising, heartbreaking even. I do think there's a good chance I'll miss it. Because you can get too hyper fixated and then you sort of get blurry eyed and then you just keep scrolling. Again, look at this nonsense. Two of the same films in the collection. Find a sense. I did have a look actually. I had a sneaky look over at the Sega Mega Drive in America Genesis, and I was looking at the games, and they're all starting around about £10 at the bare minimum. And I thought, oh my god, that would be mad to start collecting it nowadays. I think then the console's going to be like 40, 50 quid. And I thought, I'm not doing that. Not going to go down that path. I quite like the boxes to the Mega Drive. You know, they look a bit like a VHS. But then I looked at it and I thought, for the price of that, it makes no sense. I might as well just collect VHS if I'm going to do that, because you start spreading yourself everywhere else, you're just hemorrhaging even further, you know. So there was something I was looking at, and it was just GoldenEye in James Bond series. I don't really want the rest of them. I think the main thing is collect what you enjoy, because you could think, oh, that person wants that, I want it then, and then you end up with a collection of stuff you don't even care about, and it's like, nah, then you lose interest. But if you make it curated to your interests, it truly gets interesting. Oh, no me. This is the as you can see, you just can't stop, because the trouble is you've put all that effort into it. Like Waterworld there, I've got Waterworld. So you put all this effort in, we don't want to sort of like, you think, oh, it might be on the next page, or it might be just the next scroll, and it's like, oh, I can't stop then, can I? Disney films. Oh, that's not a bad deal. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but why is there so many different variants of it? Keep an eye on that. Didn't think about that, but that looks very much the 80s. It looks cool. Sometimes I think about that, like what would it look like on my shelf? That's definitely a film worth adding. That could throw me off. This one's £10.95. Wizard of Oz will be a good one. Robin Hood, I definitely want. I don't need the others. That's throwing me a little curveball, that one, to be totally honest. Even Wayne's World, I'm not like the hugest fan of them, but that ain't a bad thing to think about. I'm saving them on the side, I shouldn't be, because it's like there's more things to sort of distract me. I'm just trying to think how rare they are. That's why I'm saving them, like Wayne's World. If I was to look up Wayne's World, it's quite interesting. So there's a box set, one of the ones I bought recently. It includes this Michael Flatley stuff, and this person's selling it for £8.99. So I'm trying to keep my eye on the prices a little bit, so I've got an idea of what I could list them for, because I don't want them. So just because they're listing it doesn't mean you get that, but gives you an idea. Because you can list it all day long, don't mean it's selling. Oh, just like this lot. I think personally, when you list a box set for £26, I think just split it up and make it half the price. Make it affordable. There was someone selling their whole video collection. It said so many thousands of films. I can't remember what it said. VHS, and the picture showed a massive wall full of them. And he said £2,000, and I just thought that's just so stupid. No one's got £2,000, and if they have, then it's unlikely they're going to want videotapes. Not in one big go. Like you forgoing the fun of collecting it. It's like, why not just do like £100 batches? Split it up. You'll find people might be interested in that. You're not going to sell 2,000, and that's what people do. They want to streamline it, but then they don't understand. No one's going to spend that money. Then make it at least affordable and split it up into segments. That's how I would have done it anyway. I know they can't be asked, but it's like if you want to sell it, you're going to have to sort of cater to people. So either sell one film at a time or sell them in batches of 3, 4, 6, 10, 15. Try and do some batches. And ideally, try and keep the films organised. You don't want to sort of like mishmash it. People, for instance, someone wants kids' films. They don't need a freaking horror in the middle of it. So just match them together. And then you get a curated ones. Of course, sometimes you've got to put some crappy ones in it to fill it up. Otherwise, you'll be left with a load of crap ones at the end you can't sell. So I can see why people do it, because there's no other way of getting rid of them. It sort of sweetens the deal, doesn't it? So I think I'm close to slowing down now. I would say I'm demoralised, but at the same time, that's not a bad price if it's still available. Because that's the thing we've got to consider. Is it still available? Please, please. Oh, it's just a sad day for me. All that scrolling for absolutely nothing. Oh, that's good. A Mel Gibson set. Patriot, Braveheart. But I hate this, but they do 2 of the same bloody film. To me, it doesn't sweeten it. It means it should have had something else there. What else we got? Build your own VHS bundle. Is it just them films, or you got anything else? Oh, look, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There's one I was looking at like this. It's really good because they merged the delivery cost. So let's say it's $3.99 delivery cost. They can merge the value of that. This one's good. Buy 3, get 2 free. What? Oh, they're $2.50 each. It's pretty bit expensive. Let me just have a look, because they should merge the postage. So let's say $2.50. Buy 3, get 2 free. So £7.50, you get 5. I don't think that's that great, because there was one I was getting for £10. Oh, everyone's bought them all anyway. God damn, it's all crap left. Hook got that crap coming. Oh, look. I got Sleepers in Seattle. I'll take that. But the problem is, Jurassic World, Lost World. Jurassic Park, Lost World. The Fugitive, that's 2. So let's say you bought 3. Now you're getting 2 free. There's nothing else to get free. No, it's nothing worth getting. It's all crap. That's where they're going to get problems with this deal. It only makes sense if people are going to be wanting the films. Now I've lost. G.I. Jane. I was really hoping I'd find something. The only way you could possibly sweeten it to the search is to put kids bundle or Christmas bundle. Trouble really is then you definitely end up with the kids ones that have probably been abused, like overwatched. And it means you've got to stop doing what you're doing, and you're already getting momentum. Like I could literally be one. This is the same as gambling, by the way. It's no different. It's just you're just one scroll away from getting it, but I'm one scroll away from getting it, and it's like this is a good one as well. This bundle, but yet you're never one scroll away from getting it. But I am. Tell you what, I'm keeping an eye out for as well. Thinking about it now. I won't think about it before, but if I'd seen it, it would have triggered me. Is RoboCop. It come up for a different bundle. It's an expensive bundle. No, it wasn't. It was one of those ones that just now where you do the scroll and then you pick the film and it tells you how much it is. Is it quite expensive? I can't remember what the price was now, but I know it made me like go, "What?" It says made me realize that RoboCop potentially is an expensive film, and it's more the fact that it's iconic of the period. That's what it is. I want films that are iconic of sort of the 80s and 90s. But more towards like the early 90s. I don't not like for instance, you got I know what you did last summer and things towards the top end of it. I don't know if it's the 90s that or the early 2000s, but yeah, I was saying a bit earlier. It's weird we get attracted to that like time periods. Planes, trains, automobiles. Oh, for crying out loud, that's awesome. Love that. You watch, and I put the video in, and it's freaking blurry as shit. I'm quite fortunate because I said in other videos I've got an adapter that goes from HDMI, goes from SCART to HDMI, so it does upscale the video feed to a point. But part of me thinks I wish I had a smaller telly to connect it to because like the smaller the screen, of course, the more sharper the image. So it might be in future I either get a CRT TV or I see about connecting it to get a monitor that's got speakers built in or something because I think it'll look much sharper on something like that. Whereas I'm thinking about getting a second VCR anyway because I think if you've got technology, you should have backups. So if I'm reliant upon one VCR and that one ever breaks, well then I'm screwed. And it's not like they're making more that I know of. So it's worth keeping that in mind. Oh, I don't even care if the bundle's really expensive. You know, it's not that I buy it. At least let me see that it's part of a bundle because this is outrageous. Yeah, I think soon we call it quits. I've been going for an hour now, and it's not normal. It's not normal, and yet I'm ready to make a hot drink and continue upon my plunge. Um, the reality is, I actually quite enjoy searching for things, so it's like I could sit here all day and just and be quite pleased with myself. Because I know what I'm looking for, you know, and it's interesting to me. So I go on a rat race. It'll be like, I'm looking for Home Alone. Oh, now I'm looking for Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Oh, now I'm looking for Twister. It's like, oh, right, great. Where's the best deal for that? What sort of bundle will we come across? Okay, I'll save that. What's bundles available? Like, buy it now. Okay, so then what sort of stuff's about to end now on bidding? Oh, right, okay. You know, you start sending yourself left, right, and center, and it's like, this is fun. So I think that's the thing anyway. It's like, you don't always have to buy. It can be the chase. The thrill of the chase is what it is. I'm hunting the gazelle. Some music videos. Inevitably, what's going to happen though, the more your collection builds, the more, if you're looking for bundles with your film, you're going to come across an awful lot where you've already got some of the ones included. So it kind of like doesn't make the deal as appealing as it would to someone who doesn't have any of them. Seen that one? What's happening here? We're repeating. That must be sponsored because they do that now, don't they? It's free to post and you don't get charged anymore, which is great. But they do offer a certain percentage if they promote it, and I'm like, that's just crap. Why would I do that? But it's reaching a point where it might make sense. This is one of those deals I was talking about. 1,000 job lot, so 1,000 VHS tapes for £300. You don't have a clue what's in there, and there's a good chance it's going to be full of crap. But guess what? If I had the money to be doing that, I'd probably take a chance. I'll take a pallet. I'd have a look. There's going to be shit in there. There'll be documentaries, there'll be sports ones, there'll be all sorts of shit, won't there? But it's more like, I wonder if I'm going to find a hidden gem. I know it's probably unlikely. That's why they're in these packs. But it must be the same as people with their little trade packs when they're opening their card games. I'd have fun opening all these video cassettes and then trying to stack them into certain groups. Right, that's going to go. That's the documentaries. Then we start segregating them, and let's try and make a profit on this. I'm all for it. I'm all in. I like that. In fact, I haven't got £300 right now, but if I got £300, maybe we jump on this. No, I don't like clutter though. So I mean, the problem is sorting that out and then be stuck with it. I'd do my head in. This has been, I say demoralising, but it's. Oh look, Mary Poppins. I just can't understand. I think actually, I think it's just proving my point, isn't it? I think it's validly proving my point. They said it's rare. They're getting rarer and rarer. I look at home, Scream 2 in that, freaking £100. Exactly. The prices are going crazy on certain ones because they know certain films are rare. Oh, I found a Home Alone, but it's the first one. And we've seen that already somewhere. But I think that's what it does. It just proves my point to an extent that it's a rare film. I say to an extent because it's not like I'm seeing every film available anyway. I don't know if I'm going around in circles. I feel like I've seen some of these already. Cool, that's a good little collection there. I love Armageddon. I need someone to send me like a load of money so I can just sit here and fulfill my dreams. It's like, let me shop and not worry. Let me shop. Leave me be. Let me build. If you build it, they will come. That sort of thing. Oh, it's like I'm happy. I think that's the thing. I'm frustrated I can't find it, but that's only because I know time's running out and I'm boring the shit out of everyone. But overall, I'll be making a new drink soon, and I'll be continuing my plight for the next few hours till the sun comes up at 5 a.m. in a minute. I can't sleep. I struggle to sleep lately for the past few weeks, maybe month. It's been a freaking nightmare, like mad. I wanted to do dinner. I was about to plan to do a really good dinner. I fell asleep, woke up 8 p.m. Oh, great. I missed dinner. That's what happened. I didn't even have dinner. Couldn't be bothered in the end. Such is life. Obviously, if I was starving, I would have done dinner, but I wasn't. But I do enjoy dinners. Just because, even I think that's what it is as well. You don't have to have it on your collection, at home. You can just sit and look at it all here and admire it. Like, I just love the boxes. I find them far more engaging than the slim line of what we have nowadays because they're so thin you can't even read them. It's crazy. This was better. I can look and go, I can see that. I have paused for a moment. That has got my Any Given Sunday. I've got that coming. Safe and Private Ryan, I've got that coming. So I've got the best ones from this box, and I've paid a lot less if they get delivered. The real problem with this as well, when people send videotapes, is they don't know, some package them better than others. And sometimes what it is, they hit the floor and things, and it smashes the bloody tape. I had that happen to one of mine when it got delivered, and it was like, God's sake, if they just put bubble wrap inside it or something, just look after it. So you're at the mercy of their ability to pack it sufficiently. £45 for both Ghostbusters. I'm talking about. Caspar. Do you see that quite frequent? Like once you start seeing the kid bundles, you do tend to find the odd Casper stuck in between them. So that's a positive because I do want to collect Casper later, but I don't feel it's. I don't think it's like urgent because you do see it quite frequently in a bundle. Of course, once you see the kids bundles, we've seen an awful lot of adult stuff at the minute. Yeah, again, look, Casper there. No, in all honesty, although I'll keep searching, there's a good chance I'll probably just buy the £6 one because even if I see it in a bundle, I don't think honestly the bundle's going to make it any of this much more of a sweeter deal. Oh, Daylight, I want that. Jesus, 25 quid. One movie turns Scorpion the King. I don't like Scorpion the King. That's still cheap. I'll save it just in case someone sends me a load of money. Daylight again. It's getting the same shit. But yeah, I think we'll have to stop for a bit. Um, that's quite mad. 20 quid for the American Pies. I'm slowing now. I'm very much coming to a complete and utter halt. It's just no good. It's just that rare, I think, personally. I don't think it's impossible. I think you still find it on some videos, some bundles, if you're lucky. I mean, this one's 40 quid, so I don't really want to be a part of it anyway. I think it's one of them, various. You never know what you're getting with that. Who buys that? I mean, obviously, I said I would on that big bundle, though, to be honest. Probably a similar thing. I think maybe what it is, most people are wise enough to know that's a film to sell on its own. There's no point bundling the best films in with some stuff. You're better off just selling the best ones independent and then bundle the ones that aren't going to stand out on their own. Oh, Home Alone, look. But again, I swear we've seen this. I think they promote them round. Because in Amazon's best interest, if they're going to get a percentage of the sale, they're going to put it in front of you, aren't they? If someone's opted for it. Uh, that's a bit random. All right. I'm hoping I pressed like on the film. Where the hell's it gone? I haven't added it to my watch list. I should have put it on my watch list because they might have offered me a deal. Problem is, 4 people are watching that. So we'll scroll to the bottom and then we'll decide whether to call it a day. What's this one? I don't want to give up. I don't want to. In all honesty, though, some of the bundles are quite expensive. So even if I were to find it, it's nothing to say it won't be part of an expensive bundle. I think what it comes down to, is someone looking just to offload them or is someone doing it as a business? A business, of course, you're going to want as much money as you can, otherwise it'd be poorly run business. If it's someone just dumping it, they don't want it, that's where you're going to get the bargains. Oh my God. So I didn't come this far not to find it, that's the thing. Oh, it just becomes truly frustrating how rare a film is. That's not bad. It's got toys in that. The toys has got to be rare, I would have thought. I don't know if there's another version of it that hasn't got that family feature at the top, though. Nah, okay. I think we're going to find it, we've just seen it, you know. Oh, look, it's got the postman in there. That's a really good set. Robin Hood, bodyguard, and a postman. That's pretty awesome. Right, enough's enough. Make this the last page. Much the same way the last page was the last page. I was about to say that earlier about Friday, Collector Friday films. 2 there, missing the first one. I actually, not the first one isn't even my favourite. I prefer these 2. Prefer Next Friday. Oh, come on, man. Well, I'm speeding this one because it's literally my last scroll. I definitely have to. I'm getting really tired now. I'm falling apart. Um, I've got Page Master. Casper, Jurassic Park, Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm only reading them upside down. Little Mermaid. Oh, bloody hell, it's got Gremlins. Oh, it is expensive. 61 quid. That ain't bad. £25. It's got Beetlejuice in that one. I'd say that's what I said before. Beetlejuice is rare, and people are stupid because they're not listing the films. And if you're looking for it, that one is not coming up. That is not coming up. It looks a bit of a mess. Looks a bit dirty. You can clean things up. That looks really filthy, doesn't it? You got Karate Kid. It does look a bit mess. Flight of the Navigator as well. Whether it's been looked after is another question entirely. Um, that is a really good deal. I think. I mean, 30 quid, but I mean, not being funny. Beetlejuice was 20. What did I say I paid? I can't remember what I paid. I'm pretty sure the next price was 25 quid, and it's barely any available. And I don't think they realise what they're sitting on there. And the Flight of the Navigator, pretty incredible. Oh, you can, and they're taking offers. I've added it to my watch list, but I doubt I'll buy it. I don't particularly need it. But if someone's interested and you've got this far in my videos, might be worth having a look at that listing. I'll zoom in so you can see the name of the buyer, seller in the UK, that is. Oh, I can't go in that far. Hank Evans. Hank Evans. Yeah, it's good. That's a good bundle because you're getting, I think Beetlejuice pays for that bundle, that and one of the others, and you're getting Karate Kid as well. You get Flight of the Navigator. That's a great one to start on, I think. Men in Black, Independence Day, Bad Boys. That's pretty good. Again, Simple Wish twice. What is the point? All right, because we started seeing some good ones there, I'm going to give it one last hurrah. Bit annoying when people are selling the films without the cases. Obviously, if they've got to, they've got to, but it's a bit crap. All right, that's it then. That's me done. Absolutely finished. As he says, scrolling. Nah, he's got to be finished. There can be no more of this. It's not healthy to keep looking for something that's clearly never going to be found. It's like trying to dig for treasure. It's not a bad deal. Personally, if I'm getting Indiana Jones, I'd rather just find the set all in one because it'd be a nightmare trying to find the rest, just like I'm doing here with Home Alone for quite a lad. Oh, it's sending me to sleep. That's interesting. £10 for them three. That's not bad because, like, think about it, £3 a film. It's not too bad. You'll probably find them better, but it's like finding it. It's enough. Like, you get them in a better deal elsewhere, but you've got to find the bloody deals, you know. And look at what we've done here. I haven't seen Twister very often. It's a freaking nightmare. This because we're on like page 40 something at this point. 40 something pages, which has 60 items to a page. That's a lot of freaking listings we've been through at this point. But keep finding Rugrats coming up a lot. Weekend at Bernie's. Thought I saw that. That one comes with Training Day, Titanic, Sleepless in Seattle. I actually would like Training Day, Sleepless in Seattle, and Dirty Dancing. Awakenings, that's a great film. I bet if someone typed VHS, kids VHS, it'll come up. I might just do one little brief search of it. Because that's the one I bought. Kids VHS. Buy it now. Damn, that's cheap. Oh, choose your own. Oh, they got me. They got me. Because you've got to consider the postage. But they have got Casper. They have got Casper in that list. You get both Caspers, get Shrek. Interesting. We got going on with that one. I think I'm more likely to find it on this list than I am on that hour of searching the other one. Crazy. Well, what's this lot? I bet it's in this bloody list. $6.99. They can't be. They can't all be $6.99 each. Choose any three for less than £10. Pick a mix. £5 delivery. Oh, look, all of them are going to be taken. And who knows it's even going to be there. God, I ain't got much left. Everything's been gone. It's been plucked. I actually need Sleeping Beauty. Let's be honest. If Home Alone, I haven't even looked at the greyed out ones. I got Jurassic Park. I was going to say, if Home Alone's there, it'd have been taken, but no one's grabbed Jurassic Park. I didn't see it. But I'm starting to think I'm going to find it likely through this lot. Big box X rental tapes. Let's see if it's on this lot. Because it might be less likely to be spotted. Depends how long this one's been up. What's the deal on this one? Pick any three. And a tenner. How does the system know how this offer works? Anger management. Watcher. Mad City. Well, I don't know. Gee. Bit of a mess. Liar, liar. I'd get liar, liar. That looks up. Oh, I don't know the best condition, does it? Some of these just aren't. I'll just. Oh, for Christ. Where's it gone? Let me just add that. Let's just say for hypothetical sake. Tigerland. Something good. It's just I've already got them. Castaway would be a good one. Is that the original case? I've got no idea. I don't know if it's a good deal though, because you're still like £12 in for 3 bloody films, and we've seen you can get much better deals. But what you're doing, you're narrowing down the ones you want. So if any of these are ones on your wish list, you just finish. Look, Junior, you're just getting your wish list fulfilled. K9, I ain't seen that in years. Look, K9. Let's add that just for now. Oh crap. I don't know if they dropped the price of delivery down there. Something happened. Pearl Harbor, K9111. Shanghai Noon. I went to cinema, I watched that. Rental copy, that's a bit naughty. Add it for a minute. Oh, discounts. They are taking the discounts off here, look. So it is aware of the multi-discount. All right. Oh, high fidelity. That's on my wish list. I'm not happy with these covers, though. The rental copy ruins it. But I'll add it for the sake of adding it. And then get disappointed after when I've got to put them all back. 6 cents. Nice. Because big as $6.99, you look at 246. It's still now, but with the delivery, you're looking at about £3 a film. It's not so cheap. Oh, good films. Probably missed some. But... What's the Watcher? Oh, right. So won't follow up a bit for now. We'll have a look later. But where's my VHS? Was that in kids VHS? That shouldn't really be there, should it? But this is what I'm talking about. You can get sites. You can get. Why am I getting? The American ones just ruin it for me because they just fluff it up. If anyone's interested, look, I think the American covers are terrible compared to ours. They're very spongy or something. You know, they're not the same. Yeah, look, they're either them spongy covers that are like rentals, or you get the cardboard. I don't think they realise how good the UK cases are. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm sick of it. I don't know why it can't default to what we want rather than keep defaulting to their way of doing it. I don't want to ever have the American ones. Why would I want an import? Oh, so annoying. You shouldn't have to do that every time you search something. Might Google it. There might be something in your settings you can set for that. I don't know. I've never really got into it. permanently set it so it doesn't keep defaulting to that, because that just drives you mad. I think they do it on purpose to fluff the pages up, to be honest. There's always something available. I should probably done kids VHS bundle. I think, to be totally honest, at this point, looking at the prices of some of these films and the deals, I mean, look at that one there. It's like 3 or 4 films. It's still going to cost you about 12 quid. With the other bundle, I'm better off just paying the £6 for the one I want and just be content that you've definitely got the films you asked for. Because I think trying to look for a specific deal here at this point isn't really. I think at some point you just got to cut your losses, don't you? And just say, I think I've looked. I think I've looked enough. This is a weird one. It's got all these kids' films, but in the middle of it, it's got The Mummy, which is a 12, and it's definitely nothing like them films. Big will be a good one. But again, I don't like them covers when they've got that writing at the top. Home Alone in that one, but it's the first Home Alone. Toy Story. Alice Wonderland. Pretty cool. Oh, look, Loch Ness. I think that's the good thing about all this. You're coming across films that you just so forget about. Makes you think. Oh, crikey. It's stuck in a loop. Feel like I'm broken. War Games. Remember that? I remember the actual film, but I remember of it. Oh, I am going to go through a loop of shit. Just keep going around in circles trying to find deals. I need someone to pull me out of it so I don't keep looking, because, like I said, it's as addictive as gambling, this shit. Look at this. Look, I said I was going to stop half an hour ago. We ain't getting nowhere. Must stop. Right, I'm going to have some self-control now, because this can't continue. Sword in the Stone. I said I needed that, but you can get that on bundles. I don't think I've ever seen it. Oh, no, it weren't on video I want it. I want to get it on Blu-ray, to be honest, because I'm trying to collect my Blu-ray collection with the Disney films. They're still pretty cool. Right. Anyone that's got this far, I appreciate the fact that you've invested your time to pursue this with me. Holy shit, look what I've just found. Elf. Not be funny. Elf, I saw Elf and it was quite expensive on its own. Whether it normally is, I don't know. Let me have a look. Elf VHS. Now, I'm not spending £20 on a load of films, but it was quite a deal when I saw it. Oh, someone's got it here, look. Elf VHS. Why don't they show you the VHS, though? Let's do buy it now. That's not Elf. What's going on here? So you can take a risk with that one. It has no picture at all, which I don't particularly trust. Although it's got good reviews. Or you've got this Elf here for £10. So what we know is Elf is about £10, £13. We know that, which I thought was a bit of a good deal. Not that one. Where the hell was it? Must be this one. So that comes with L, £13. Oh, the rest of it's shit. Apart from witches. So it's no good to me. I can't keep doing this loop. I think the thing is because I've seen it in bundles in the past when I wasn't really focusing. I was focusing on other films and just aware that later on I want Home Alone. And then when you want it, it's like crap. I should have spotted it. But then it might have been Home Alone, the first one I kept seeing. I'm just sure I saw it a couple of times. But the other argument to it is, do I really need it right now? But then I think at £6 is what's the point or not? You know, I'll kick myself if it ain't available in the future. Do you know what I mean? Not that I don't think it would be, but I think for the sake of £6, you might as well just close the chapter and say you've got Home Alone. But I mean, people get a peek into the window really of my persistence and frustration really. So I think that's another thing as well, the indicator that once you've got a good collection, it's like I said in another video, like it doesn't just happen. A lot of time, energy goes into it because by doing all these searches, you get an idea of the value of each item, so you know whether it's worth it or not. They're all animated, and it's absolute rareness. It's just apparent right now, especially within bundles. But then I didn't write bundles. I'll just put kids VHS. Let's just do a slightly different search. Not sure what I'd call it. I might do Christmas VHS and see if it comes out. You just got to wonder if someone's trying to sell it, what they put it under. Because we wouldn't call it Home Alone VHS. You know what I mean? It'd be stupid. Recently updated. Oh, these are just randoms. Like, these ain't films, are they? Looking at the front of these covers, I mean, it had Ghost, but I can't see Home Alone being in the middle of this. Don't know. It had Indiana Jones there. But then surely this because they've put the names in, you'd think it'd come up on a search. I would assume. I'd assure that'd be indexed. Again, I'd think it'd be indexed. God, why is it in alphabetical order? That's not there anyway. Oh, God's sake. They're adding the Americans in again. Just fluffs the pages up. That's why I get annoyed with it, because it's like it's bad enough scrolling as it is, let alone having to scroll through half of them being Americans, which are of no interest because the delivery costs are outrageous. And I don't even know if it's compatible, so it just makes no sense for them to even be on the list. All right. Well, it's Christmas vacation then. Oh, what a freaking joke. I say, oh, I found it. But freaking, of course, it's on its own. I'm going to put create Christmas bundle, Christmas VHS bundle, and then whatever the first page is, and then it's done. Christmas VHS bundle. First Home Alone. Oh, God. Oh, it's added the Americans again. Do you know what I mean? This is just ridiculous. There's Home Alone 2 in there, but it's in America. That's so annoying. £32 postage makes no sense. Neither does it make sense to keep adding them to my bloody search. There must be a way to do that, because I'm getting really annoyed with eBay with that. I don't want to keep clicking over there every time I search. Right. Let's see if it's still available. Over here, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, for God's sake. I've lost it. I've lost it. Why is it doing that? So it's been 8 viewed in the last 24 hours. It's £6.25. I'm just going to get it. So that's me grabbing it. Had enough. That's for an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. Jesus. The time we ain't going to get back.